Wouldn't want to be tackling those thighs at all.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm standing up here in the commentary box.
Mount Albert Grammar, first 15, Caleb Clarke on your screen. What form he has been in the last couple of seasons. They are very strong up front. Hala Holo, another wide ball, little 2-on-1. Caleb Clarke, Caleb Clarke, yes! Caleb Clarke, it's a foot race. Very good try for Caleb Clarke. He goes around and improves the position. Tremendous counter-attack from Albert Grammar. And a tremendous finish from the winger.
It's just great eyes-up football. Once again, Hala Holo. What I like is that there, sorry, Kenny, just the inside play just took out the guy covering and just took him out of play, took Bruno Tuivai out of play and just got Clarke, opened up the space, and it was just a foot race to the end.
Hala Holo. Caleb Clarke on the outside. Here's a chance. Two defenders trying to pick the first one with pace and with power. Hala Holo. Savia. Cut out ball. Caleb Clarke one-on-one. A left foot, a right foot, a strong show of power and aggression. Caleb Clarke, he's held up, is he? Touch judge. Referee. Yes, the tries are awarded. Caleb Clarke. What a talent this kid is.
Caleb Clarke.
Still intercept try could have been scored by Kelston. Holo. Dylan Lamb with the ball out the back door. Edidale. Hala Holo. Lona Hala Holo. A ball over the top ladder on the left side. Caleb Clarke. Caleb Clarke. There's Caleb Clarke already sitting on 2 tries. It's away from the first defender, trying to keep the ball alive. Tonu'u. Hala Holo. Lona Hala Holo. Cut out ball into midfield. Caleb Clarke. Down the left side. Clarke. Latu. Tonu'u. Tini to the line with a couple of decoy runners, and they open them up out wide for Caleb Clarke. His first touch of the football, and he's just short, is he?
I think he was just out, Ken. I wouldn't bet the house on it. Maybe they then go with the touch judge. He had his flag up early, but then didn't seem to be sure. But nice move by Mags. Here's Caleb Clarke. Just trying to go around there. Just look at it here. There he is there. Left foot hit touch.
His tackle just beyond the 22. Tonu'u with a long ball. Again, they load up down the left side. Putty with a tip-off for Caleb Clarke. 4th try down the left side. He's going to head around under the post to make it easier for Longapoa. But, gee, they expressed themselves well when they used the football, Mount Albert.
Yeah, simple stuff in behind. Just a couple of pick and goes to make the Kaitaia defence back treat. One's a lot easier for them.
It's all too easy at that minute, is it? Charlie Lorenz, the show and go at standoff from a number 7. That was brilliant. But what I like there also was he took the right option. He didn't throw the 50-50 pass. He held on to it. They recycled. Forward, just run, catch, pass. The outside line. There's a Ronnie Clarke there. He'll be happy with what's going on.
You would indeed. What a player he was. 2 metres out with a nice cut-out ball. Caleb Clarke is over the top of 2 defenders to get the job done again in the left-hand corner. Well planned.
Now, smart rugby, man, Albert. Good, well-worked move. A little bit deep. Kaitaia defended well. They didn't commit. They just slid a little bit. What I just watched, there's enough cover defence coming here. So initially they've covered it well. But as the cavalry arrives, they take 1 ruck to the right, then Tonu, that wide pass to Clarke to get a 1-on-1. Well done, young man.
Well, he had a lot to do, didn't he? There was actually 2 defenders there that could have stopped him, and there's awareness to get over, get the ball in one hand and dot it down.
Keel goes the other way, but that's the way he kicks, and he doesn't kick it too bad. So had 4 goes from that corner, so 4 tough asks, but he's finally got 1.
It's come away, though, for Tonu'u. And here's a great opportunity for Caleb Clarke, another next-generation footballer. Nicely good support there by Maka. Now trying to step back in is Zaylen Inu, the Z-Train.
A few extra metres, and now Papali'i gets it out to where Roach is standing. Out to Clarke. Clarke's got pace. He's also got Longapoa out to his left. Niven Longapoa down the sideline. Can't get there.
Look at that there.
That is a brilliant take. Pops it off to Clarke. Long paw.
There is former All Black and proud father, Ronnie Clarke.
Put a smile on, Dad. Young fella's going all right.
Here is Caleb Clarke. New Zealand secondary schools, 100 kilos, 17, just 17, and what a player. Clears it, some running ball. Clarke coming back on the angle. They know how dangerous he is. Hands of players like Clarke and co. And here is Clarke. Tackled, it was a good one by Parkinson. That's where you need to tackle. Clarke is down around the bootlaces to Nu'u. So Nu'u. Clarke looking for some work, coming in short. Caleb Clarke inside the 22. Now they look interested. Price is looking to try and pinch it, and he's been penalised.
Great work from Clarke there. Nothing much on from Mags, and just straight skill. Left foot step, and he's through.
And that's exactly what he did, Jordan.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely had to get in there, had to make the tackle, and that shows the quality that Price is. But Clarke is the go-to man and the danger man at the moment in this game. St. Kitts, they know they need to close him down. They need to get up on him early and have confidence that when they rush up and shut him down, they're going to be able to stop him. But I tell you what, boys, I haven't played first 15 for a while. I wouldn't want to be tackling those thighs at all.
Yeah. Gets the ball and gives it back to Maynard. Couldn't get past the tackle, and they've got it out to Clarke. Clarke brings it back into the 5-metre line. And the chip over the top. Clarke's going to test that calf. Clarke gets it. Ball is there, it's available. Gets it out to Tatini, running ball out to the left. That's Papali'i, my apologies, inside to Clarke. He's strong and hard to stop as Clarke. It's a Latu standing one wide, good release. Out to Papali'i, they've got some players out on the right. If Papali'i can release it. Another good tackle again from Foster is standing, here's Clarke. Bobbled the ball and then spun around, goes into the try scorer, and Rayhana. Teliar is there, release it. Teliar out to Nanai, they've got numbers, Nanai can't get away from Clarke though. Quality player, Caleb Clarke. And once again, giving him the outside shoulder and then taking him into touch.
I think that's been a few times now with Clarke.
There in jersey 21. Controlling it well, Mount Albert Grammar again. Coming in looking for a little bit of work.
An early touch for the right winger, Parkinson. Good tackle from his opposite, though, Clarke. Saka looking for... He was looking for Taumani. Slightly charged, and coming forward to collect it is Clarke for Mount Albert Grammar. Over one tackle he goes, Clarke. Brilliant run from Caleb Clarke. Just shy of the goal. Here's Roach. And trying to bring in the right winger, Nuka. And here's Clarke. Almost gets rid of the one tackle, but he's brought to ground on the 22-metre line. Caleb Clarke, the left winger for Max, just hovering on that little blind side. Will he get it? Trying to create a little one-on-one for his man was Tanu. Great tackle.
Hold it there.
Comes again. Holo. Here's Papali'i. Clarke gets steps on the inside of Milne. Lona Holo gets it out to Low. Gets the pass and pops it off to Clarke. Up to the line, he's just a couple of metres short as Caleb Clarke. This man and bounce out of tackles. Good run from the big number 8. Great run, and he gets the offload too to Caleb Clarke. That's the 22-metre line. He's already scored one try today. Trying to spin in the tackle. And a penalty. To Mount Albert. Didn't let it go. And so when they got the turnover, they've affected the penalty too.
Yeah, beautiful timing from the left wing for Mount Albert Grammar. Caleb Clarke coming in on an angle, running a beautiful line. Ran away from his support a little bit because of the speed, but heck, that's a wonderful thing to see a guy like that. Nice turnover there.
Still a chance.
Patience, really important here, Tom. Mount Albert Grammar been in this situation before in this half.
Advantage all going the way of Mount Albert Grammar. Tonu with a long ball, and Caleb Clarke. Good clean out. Papali'i. Roach. Caleb Clarke. Caleb Clarke. Roach. Two runners on the inside. Caleb Clarke tips it on quickly. Long paw down the right side.
Well, the thing about this Mount Albert Grammar team is the way they're able to absorb pressure from other sides. That's been a real feature of
football up to the 18s level. Isaiah Papali'i, an outstanding player of the year and thoroughly deserved as well. It has been a long season for us. Mount Albert Grammar, national first 15 champions in 2016. This is our 53rd game we've covered of Land Rover first 15 rugby in 2016. We have gone the length and breadth of our country, and our colleges, coaches and teams that have been involved. Senior producer Andrew Hawthorne, director Alan Henderson, our production manager Nikki Quayle, our production crew up and down New Zealand, commentators, vision switchers, floor managers, camera operators, cablers, sound technicians, EVS replay operators, CCU and our graphics team. Huge amount of team behind the scenes that bring you coverage of Land Rover First 15 Rugby, our champions for 2016. Mount Albert Grammar Land Rover. We show you the stars of tomorrow today.
Kick in these conditions. Here he is here, Caleb Clarke. You can see there, puts his head down, goes through one tackle, sets it up in the third. Probably lucky there. I think he knocked that on.
That was the only thing I was going to say, is I think he lost that ball forward.